Today we're going to talk about two-way frequency tables. A two-way table shows a relationship between two sets of categorical data. And frequency means the count or the number of things in that category. So when we put these together, we have a two-way frequency table where it shows two categories and the frequency, the number for each category. So this is what a two-way frequency table looks like. We have like skateboards and do not like skateboards, like snowmobiles, do not like snowmobiles. So our categories are about skateboards and snowmobiles, and these numbers in between show us how many people are in each category. And then we have the totals on the right and on the bottom. So when we look at the questions, how many people like snowmobiles? I can just look like snowmobiles category, and I have to go all the way to the total section and see 105 people like snowmobiles, because this 80 and this 25, they both are under the category of like snowmobiles. Some of them like skateboards and some of them don't, but we only want to answer how many of them like snowmobiles. So that would be all of them in this category, 105. How many people like skateboards but don't like snowmobiles? So this time we're looking under the like skateboards category, and I want to go down to don't like snowmobiles. So this would be 45 people. The 80 means that they like skateboards and they like snowmobiles, and we want the ones that like skateboards and don't like snowmobiles. So we can just see where those categories intersect to find that frequency. 45 people like skateboards, but they don't like snowmobiles. And then finally, how many people were surveyed? So that's a total. Asking how many people are surveyed, I have to look in the very bottom right corner. That gives us how many total people were in this table. Okay, here's another example. This table has wearing yellow versus not wearing yellow and blue eyes with not blue eyes. These numbers in the middle, the yellow ones, are all the relationships between the categories, and then the totals again are on the right and on the bottom. That's what two-way frequency tables will always look like. And then we have to answer questions about them. How many people have blue eyes and are wearing yellow? So I see the blue eyes category and I go over wearing yellow, 10. How many people are not wearing yellow? So I would see not wearing yellow, and that question doesn't say anything about their colors of eyes, so I just want all of them that are not wearing yellow. So I would go down to the bottom and see this total, 22 are not wearing yellow. And our last question, do more people have blue eyes or not blue eyes? So this one's a little bit more difficult. I have to look at blue eyes and not blue eyes. I don't care about what color they're wearing. I'm only talking about their eye color. So I go over to the total. Blue eyes is 12 and not blue eyes is 50. We just have to figure out which one has more. Well, in this case, not blue eyes has more because 50 is more than 12. So not blue. Sometimes a two-way frequency table will have more categories. So this one has 3 by 2 instead of just a 2 by 2. And sometimes we have to fill in the missing blanks, and we can do that by either adding or subtracting with our totals. So before we answer these questions, we need to figure out what goes in the blanks. So if I see here, we have male, female, and we have total. High school diploma, there's 16 male, we don't know the female, and we have the total. Since we have the total, we can just subtract 28 minus 16. So that means there has to be 12 females because they need to add up to 28. Next, let's go ahead and find the total of the bachelor's degree. So we can just add 46 plus 51. So we get 97 people in this total. This time we have the total of 6. We have the females of 3. That means how many males must there be? 6 minus 3, 3. I could have also found this by doing 65 minus 46 minus 16. I should get the same thing. From the left to the right gives us a total, and from the bottom, or top to the bottom, gives us a total. So there's different ways to find it. To find this one, I could add all of these up. To find the bottom one, I could add all of these up, or I could find this one first and add this way. Either way will be just fine. So in this box, we're going to go ahead and do 12 plus 51 plus 3. That will give us 66. And then down here, it might be a little easier to add 65 plus 66 than it would be to add these 3 numbers. So 65 plus 66 would be 131. Finally, we have these questions to answer because we filled in our table. What was the most common educational degree among males? High school diploma has 16, bachelor's degree has 46, and master's or doctoral has 3. So 46 has the most, and that is a bachelor's degree. How many more people had their bachelor's degree than a high school diploma? So it's not talking about male or female, it's just people, so I want to look at the total bachelor's degree versus the high school diploma. So we would need to do 97 minus 28. 97 minus 28 gives us 69. And that is how we work with two-way frequency tables.